J.O. DaBossman is here. You've consistently had records and continue to have records in rotation on this One Such radio program. Why is that, my man? What's going on? What's the secret recipe over there you got cooked up?
Man, secret recipe, man, is just hot records, man, hit records. That's all I'm about, man. I'm trying to make the best records as possible. And shout out to my boy Ciz, CEO. He's a creative space. What I mean, he connected me with you, and we all connected with J Hatch. Rest in peace. So that's why I'm here, and you've been rocking out with me for all the records we've been sending in, and we just happy to be rocking with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, before we continue, we got to pump our brakes because I don't want Gunner to get too much credit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Ciz. I don't want him to get too much credit. But yes, Gunner is the catalyst that linked us together. But I personally did not know that you knew Ciz or was a part of the Creative Space Music Group. So when you initially submitted, I believe it was Jill Valentine's record, No Pressure.
No
When you
pressure.
submitted that record to the email account, I had no idea that you were affiliated with Creative Space or with Gunna, Scissor, Ciz. So
Hmm.
that right there within itself is a great testament to the fact that there is no bias shown up here in regard to who is selected to be played on a radio show and when they're selected or why. And that in turn leads to the sentence or the statement that we continue to spew each and every day. There is no strings attached approach to this radio program, man. So shout out to Creative Space Music Group. Shout out to you because you've definitely submitted some heat, and we're gonna get into that. We're gonna play some of the records. We're gonna find out who you're gonna be working with soon, who you're working with now, the direction that you've decided to take, and why. For those of you just now tuned in, this is the A&R Report. I am DJ Bedtime 357 alongside my co-defendant DWI. We have super producer J.O. DaBossman in the building, who has consistently had records in rotation for the restart, I'm gonna say, of the A&R Report since Memorial Day weekend of 2025. And we are now what, December 2025, rolling into 2026. And from what I understand, you have a handful of other treats that you're gonna bless us with come start of the new year. Talk about that a little bit.
Oh yeah, I definitely got some more heat coming. Currently, I'm working with my boy J6, who's already on your program as well. With that record that you've been rocking with. Got my album I'm working on right now, so that's gonna be crazy. Like all tons of different artists, especially throughout the years with the Creative Space Music Group. So just stay tuned, man. It's about to be crazy. I promise you, it's gonna be crazy.
Right. And we keep mentioning Creative Space Music Group, and you did speak on it somewhat, but I have to stop, pump my brakes, and show and give immediate flowers and love to my late great brother Jason J. Hatch, mogul status, um, who we recently celebrated his birthday. And he was removed from us last year, but his legacy continues to live on in everything that I do, everything that DWI does, I'm sure, everything that Ciz does, everything that Iman does, Rhythm J, Drawzilla. There's a handful of Ace of Spades or Ace Buchanan, as he's calling himself nowadays. And pretty much everyone and anyone involved in the whole Creative Space Music Group, his legacy continues to live on through our actions. So I applaud you
Absolutely.
for bringing him up. And could you just circle the block a little bit, and this is going off script right now. Um, how did you first become associated with J Hatch and the whole Creative Space Music Group side of things?
Well, it first started probably back in like 2015. It was an I Standard producer event in Philly. At
Okay, so you were around for I Standard as well.
I was around
Okay.
near the end of I Standard.
Okay.
I was in Philly, Voltage Lounge. My man Ciz was hosting. Street Runner was one of their judges, and I'm aboard Dilemma.
So not to cut you off, I was around um when it was at Fluid nightclub in Philly.
Right, yeah. I
You know,
missed those
so
days.
that was some years back. You know, unfortunately, but fortunately, um, with the moves that myself and J Hatch and Drawzilla and amongst others, reality Jamal Meeks, rest in peace to him, the moves that we have put in play, I was privileged enough to seek or get sought after by a Grammy nominated artist and then proceeded to go on the road with them for a consistent amount of time. So I no longer could DJ those events. But go ahead. You said you met J Hatch at Voltage Night Lounge in Philly. And go ahead.
Yeah, I was in one of the battles there, and that's how I really connected with Ciz. And then some months later, I think I Standard had dissolved, and then I met J Hatch at an event called Collab Lab in Philly, and that was the first time I met him. And I pretty much, well, was collabing with different producers and songwriters, and that was my first initial like. But I knew but everything going on with Iceland, I knew Jay Hatch was the guy I needed to get to, I needed to meet, and I was able to make that happen. And then once I met him, like it was the rest is history.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, J Hatch has definitely been known for connecting the dots on a lot of different playing fields, man. So his legacy is one that's still unmatched to this day. Not that the world is looking for another J Hatch, but there will be none other, man.